In Matthew's book, Jesus said, go into all the land, take the word, share it, teach it, preach to every man. Just do it. Hello, this is Dr. Gregg Mays with your Word Wednesday. Before we get started, I'd like to send a special shout out to my niece, Kristen. Today is her 31st birthday. She is a doctor of physical therapy. She is a mom, and she married pretty well. You know, I guess my nephew is all right. He got an issue that I'm working with him on. He knows what that is, but other than that, he's a good guy. But all kidding aside, just happy birthday, Kristen. May God bless all that you put your hands to, not only today, but all the days of your life. Thank you guys for allowing me to do that for her. Now, I want to talk specifically about today, April the 28th, because believe it or not, that day has great significance to me and my walk with Jesus Christ. I want to give just a little bit of my testimony today, if that's okay with you. So on April the 28th, 1987, 3 years before my niece was born, I entered the United States Army. No big deal, right? But I have spent time reflecting on my life and looking back on that specific decision and how God has taken me joining the Army and just orchestrated so much, wove my life, my walk with Him together, and it came from me joining the Army. I had occasion to talk to somebody a few weeks ago, and I was sharing with him kind of my story, and it dawned on me. I tried to get into the Air Force twice as an officer. Couldn't do it. Tried to get into the Coast Guard. Couldn't do it. The Navy came and said, hey, we want you to be in Navy ROTC. And I didn't join it. But I did join the Army. And from the Army, God allowed me to meet my wife, have my daughter. I had a nice career. I went on to become a high school teacher. I've touched so many lives, I believe, that God has done that through that decision I made. So what am I saying? I'm saying to you, what decisions have you made? What things in your life are you looking at and saying, oh, why am I here? Why don't you take and turn that? I could have been upset and disappointed because I was trying to get into the Air Force and I couldn't get in. I could have just threw my hands in the air and said, forget the military, forget this or forget that. I'm a loser. I didn't do that. I just moved on to the next thing. And look at what the Lord has done. As I look at my life and I think, man, I'm supposed to feel like a failure, but because I just accepted what God had for me and moved in that, I don't feel like a failure. What is God doing in your life? Walk in that. Walk in where you are. Walk in Jesus Christ from the point of right now. Doesn't the Bible tell us in Romans 8:28 that we know that in all things God works together for the good of those who love Him and are called according to His purpose? Are you called according to His purpose? Do you love Him? Then walk with Him. He'll take care of all the other stuff. You just walk with Him. Last week I talked about waiting on the Lord. This is a part of that. You want to see the fruit? You want to see the goodness of the Lord in your days? Then wherever you are, walk out in Him. Read His Word, stay in His Word, stay focused on His Word, share Him wherever you go, and then you'll look back like I have, some 34 years ago, I can look back and say, okay, God, I see you've been at work. And then we just stay out of His way, listen to Him, and walk in Him. I pray that this is a blessing for you, and remember, stay strong. So what you waiting for? Someone to feel the pain some more? Cause you ain't share the love, the grace you found within the Father's care. To share the love of God is more than just a simple job. It's Christ speaking the off a Holy Spirit law. Share it.